Hey guys, so of course, like everyone else, the verse I'm going to be analyzing today is Psalms 139:21, and it reads like this: Do I not hate those who hate you, Lord, and abhor those who are in rebellion against you? And I think that this verse can be misunderstood if you don't read the whole context, because it talks about hating those who hate the Lord. And without context, this verse can be seen as a bit contradictory to some other things in the Bible. For example, Matthew 5:44 is the verse that says, love your enemies. So that could seem contradictory to what it says here in Psalm 139, because one of them is saying, hate those who hate the Lord, and one of them is saying, love your enemies. So how do you, interpret which one of them is right? Well, because both of them are right. They're just in different contexts, historically and within the text. So it can be misunderstood because many people think that it's like encouraging hate, but that's really not what it's saying. If you read all of chapter 139, not just verse 21, it can be seen that the hate referred to here isn't the personal hate of David against those who are wronging him, because that's the type of hate that's condemned in Matthew 5:44. But this type of hate is more of a righteous anger against those who are speaking against God and saying his name in vain. So the difference is that it's not a personal hate that is being encouraged here or accepted as stuff that David was doing, but it's an anger that God is being wronged by what people are saying about it. So there's a big difference right there. And kind of like I was implying, God is the focus of these verses. It's not David. So yeah, his anger, if it was directed at someone who was making fun of him or saying that he was like a bad king or something, then that's the type of hate that is condemned in Matthew 5:44. And David also, this is just something I noticed, he immediately asks God to search his thoughts and to lead him in the correct way. So it's kind of like showing that this type of anger isn't wrong, because he would just praise for God after that to search and find the things in him that are wrong, but that's still included there, which I just thought was something interesting. And yeah, that's kind of what I got from that, how really context is super important, because while this verse could be interpreted by some people who don't know the meaning behind the rest of the chapter, it could be interpreted as super contradictory to some other verses in the Bible. If you know the context and you know how it's being referred to in this way, then you'll be able to know that it's not contradictory to the rest of the Bible. Thanks for listening.